Welcome to the pregame show with your host, me, Zach, because why not? As we can see here, the AFC West standings are the Chiefs are in first place with one win, and tied for second are the Broncos, Raiders, and Chargers, who all lost their Week 1 games. So now, as we all know, the devastating loss 21-14. We all know what happened. Phillip Rivers, he had 5 of the turnovers for the team. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Bengals. I haven't looked at them at all. I don't know what their game was like last week. So here we automatically see Andy Dalton, a 116.5 QB rating with $2.92 on the day and one passing touchdown with the longest pass of being 26 yards. He was sacked 3 times, 24 pass completions on 31 attempts, resulting in 77% complete. Wow. And that's a very good game that's very good. That's very good. So now we all know about the 1-2 punch with Jeremy Hill and Giovanni Bernard. Jeremy Hill, he had more yards, 5.9 average. Wow. And then 3.9 here. So we got to really stop that run game. That's going to be something. They have a two-headed dragon here. And I mean, if he's only getting that on 14 yards, I don't know who they played, so we'll have to see that. But this is definitely going to be key. We're going to have to stop this. So let's go to receiving, and we see Tyler Eifert or Eiffel or whatever. I can't say names. Tyler, we'll just call him Tyler. Hi, Tyler. I'm Zach. Anyways, he had 6 receptions for 84 yards. AJ Green, another 6 receptions with 74 yards. Jeremy Hill, wow, he helped out receiving-wise, too. I'm tired. So, he got 1 touchdown as well off of that. And then Mohamed Sanu with 35 yards, and Greg Little with 16, and Marvin Jones with 34 there. So, pretty good, I will say. So, he was sacked 3 times. Andre Smith allowed 1 sack. Wait, no, he was only sacked once. I don't know. Anyways, let's go to the defense. Now, Vincent Ray, he had the most tackles, 4. So it was pretty evenly split here. Yeah, most of the defense was getting around like 1, 2 in that area. So Michael Johnson starting off the year great with 2 sacks, and then Carlos Dunlap with 1. Let's see, did anyone get any picks this game? Was anyone a ball hawk? Looks like no one was a ball hawk. Alright, so how many sacks were there? Maybe 3, just 3, probably. Yep, just 3. So it was Dunlap, and we got Michael Johnson. So that's interesting. Tackle for loss. No one got that. Okay, so. No, stop it. Jeez. Wow. I'm probably going to be fired here soon. Already kicking. Mike Nugget. He was 2 for 2. 100%. Longest field goal was 46. And punting. Average. Kevin Huber. Did okay. Kick return wise, Giovanni Bernard. Now this is good. Adam Pac-Man Jones with Giovanni Bernard, and they played good. They got 24 and 27, and our guys were only averaging like 15 yards on that. So, and with a 5.2 average here, that's okay. So that basically does it for the Bengals. Now, what do we need to look out for if you are Johnny Socks? Right now, we are the worst, or he is the worst owner in the NFL, according to the legacy leaderboard, where he doesn't have the legacy points and all that dumb stuff. So, let's talk about this. So, we know we don't have the best defensive line. We have Leesmore, Unren, and Matthews. And Luigi. And, I mean, this is average. Right here, this is not the best at all. We need to be able to stop them. We can't have them getting to our linebackers or the second level or the secondary, as most people call it. We need to stop them with our first wave, our first front four. It's very hard to do, but if we can stop them with the front four majority of the time, we're going to win. Words of wisdom, 2015. Anyways, just look at it. If we can get these guys can wrap their heads around tackling people before they get past them. We could that will change the game completely. Now, all eyes are going to be on Patrick Robinson. He moved from the slot. Wait, third spot's the slot, right? I think. I don't know. So bad. Anyways, Patrick Robinson, he moves to the second overall position, and I mean, he's well qualified for it. He's been in the league. He knows the system, and he's had a couple great years. I mean, look at this. 2014 he had 2, but he hasn't had a pick in over a couple. Well, he hasn't had a pick in a year, but he's had a couple good years, and we need him to stop. We need him to stop that number 2 receiver, Mohamed Sanu, or Tyler Effort, whatever he gets paired on. And now Jason Verrett, 1 year experience. I mean, he's got a lot of ground to cover when going after Mr. AJ Green. AJ Green's going to be very tough to cover. So, all eyes are basically on the defense this game. Well, let's face it. Okay, honestly, all the eyes are on the whole team. Because if your quarterback has 5 turnovers in the first game at home, it kind of gets the home crowd worried. Just a tad. So, basically, everyone's eyes are on Phillip Rivers. Can he pass the ball well? Let's look at the stats for the last couple years. Now, he hasn't had the best years at all, by any means. Now, here's whenever he first started a couple times. He had 22-9, then 21-15, 34-11, 28-9, 30-13, 27-20, 26-15, 32-11, 31-18. I mean, yeah, great year. He had 2 great years. I said he had a okay year, but 2 great years, 2 good years. But I mean, he's been, look at this though. He gets sacked 36 times last year. And I mean, I want to bring those numbers down. I want to bring those numbers down a lot. So, let's look at other things here. He's had 2 4,000-year seasons right here in the past 2 years. He's a good quarterback, but he needs to take his time. He can't, whenever he gets flushed out of the pocket and he's being chased down, gunned down by DNs, he can't make stuff happen. He was trying too hard, and that resulted in 2 key turnovers at the beginning of the game. 1 resulted in a touchdown. And you can't have that. So, all the eyes are basically on Phillip Rivers. And, I mean, let's face it, they're on everybody else to perform well this game. Melvin Gordon and Phillip Rivers, and the defensive line, those are probably the top 3 all eyes are going to be on. And if I had to rank them, it's Rivers, Gordon, then that D-line. Whenever you average 1.5 yards a carry, I can't even Oh, jeez. Like, the idea of the run game is to take pressure off of the quarterback. But what the run game did here early in the game, you guys probably didn't see this in the shortened version of the game, but after 9 carries, he had negative yards, or exactly 0 yards. It was somewhere in there after 9 carries. And then he started getting like a couple 9-yard carries and 10-yard carries like later in the game, like third quarter and late second quarter. So Melvin Gordon, he did good in the later stages of the game, but he had a couple times to where he was sacked, not sacked, but tackled for a 6-yard loss, tackled for a 3-yard loss, 2-yard loss, and offensive line, they couldn't stop him. Chris Watt, one guy. I mean, he's been around for 1 year, and he's got an important job. He's got to run block, and he's a good run blocker, but everyone was just, I mean, it wasn't the best. It was not the best game by any means. It was lucky that we even had a shot. The offense even had a shot to stay in the game. If it wasn't for our defense, we probably would have been blown out. Or we probably wouldn't have scored. Because the defense put us in good positions to run the field. They swung the momentum. It was a pendulum. And the momentum went to the... Wow, I even forgot the team we were facing. This is sad. Detroit Lions. It went to the Detroit Lions after a couple picks and fumbles. But the pendulum swung back after Manti Te'o pick and stuff like that. They constantly swung it back over to our side, and it gave the offense confidence. So we need the defense to continue that. We need Manti Te'o to continue that. I'm very proud of Manti Te'o and DeJuan Landry. They played great. DeJuan Landry with some amazing hit power, injuring Eric Arbron and causing a fumble, but it was overturned. So, yeah. Basically, if you want to recap, Phillip Rivers needs to do good, Melvin Gordon needs to do good, and the defensive line needs to definitely step it up. And I know that Melvin Gordon and Phillip Rivers' success sort of depends on the offensive line. Well, I know that Melvin Gordon's definitely depends on it. But we just need they know how to run block. The stats say it all. These 5 guys can run block for sure. So Melvin Gordon needs to do better next game. Phillip Rivers and that D line. So that does it for the pregame show. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, don't hesitate to hit that like button as we go into week 2 against the Bengals. We are away. We are there in Cincy. Should be a fun one to watch. We just got to stop the run game. If we can stop the run game, stop the two-headed dragon in Hill and Bernard, boom. The game is blown wide open for us. So, yeah, and also I've gotten word from Mike McCoy. He said they're really focused on getting a good head start in the season and that they won't release any drafting information until probably week 3 or week 4. So if you guys are wondering about drafting information, that's basically that. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in week 2. Stay classy, San Diego.